Welcome everyone to the day and night gaming playthrough of Sonic the Hedgehog 1. I'm Kbass.
I'm Monkey Ninja.
And I'm Phazon.
And welcome to, quite frankly, one of my favorite Sonic games. Even though it's probably the most, it's the most basic of all of them, because first of all, you don't have a spin dash.
Well, when you do things right, you do things right.
Yes.
And so we have the iconic Green Hill Zone, which we've seen several times, and seen the theme remastered several times. Basically, this stage embodies Sonic, and we'll actually be seeing a return of it in Sonic Lost Worlds for like the 9th time or so.
I want to say more than... I'm sure it's already at the double digits at this point.
I mean, I guess the best way to put it is, excluding Sonic Genesis, Sonic games that have Green Hill are pretty good. So I guess that means they're trying to say this game's going to be good.
Maybe. But we have one of the mechanics here of the game, which is the Chaos Emeralds. And to get to it, well, you have to get 50 rings and beat the stage in this game. The criteria differs from game to game, but if you want to get the best ending, typically you want to go for these.
And usually, in most cases, and everything we'll see in Sonic 2, but they usually give you a something special in return for collecting all the Chaos Emeralds. In this game's case, you collect the Chaos Emeralds, you get the best ending, which the best ending is... Let's not spoil it.
Okay.
Let's not spoil it.
To spoil.
Yes. But aside from that, though, I mean, collecting Chaos Emeralds in this game isn't exactly particularly all that tough. Even though it took me a bit of tries and everything to do. Compared to other Chaos Emeralds, like Sonic 2's, those are a bit annoying, but these aren't exactly all that bad.
Yep, but you got the basic gameplay here. Your basic platformer that revolutionized the console wars, started the console wars. Nintendo finally had a contender in their hands when this came out. And it's your basic platformer. You run, you jump on things, all as well.
One thing that Sonic has that other platformers didn't at the time. Physics! And blast processing.
But blast processing is bullshit. Stop saying that.
Hey. It's blast processing! Look at him
bullshit.
go.
Well, you have me sold.
Oh.
Yeah, and the story's pretty basic. It takes place in, what's the name of this
South
place?
Island.
What's that?
Wait,
I
first
thought
of
it took
all,
place in Moby.
Oh, well.
it's Mobius. That right there, that's one thing I want to warn about, too. If you get comboed, I must say comboed into, because that's the best way of putting it, there's no invincibility for spikes. There's invincibility for enemies, but if you hit spikes when you've gotten hit once, and you don't have the rings, because, it takes a second for you to be able to pick up rings, you're screwed.
Yeah, and another mechanic is, the rings you collect. When you collect one ring, you're allowed to take 2 hits. When you don't have any rings, you get hit, you die. So
Basically.
Make sure you always have rings.
Mm-hmm. And those are invincibility. Stars are invincibility. The ring boxes give you 10 rings. We'll see later on a few extra other powers that will be available to us as well. And I am going to totally cheese this boss out.
And we have the iconic boss, the returning boss that's been in every Sonic game, I believe.
Dr. Robotnik.
Well, it was actually supposed to be, Eggman in Japan, but it was actually supposed to be the main character.
That's true, too. He was supposed to be a main character after many character designs. He was the first of many different designs for a main character.
So, is that why he's faster than Sonic?
For a fat man, you really can run fast, can't you? Oh, snap.
Yeah. And Sonic's motto is he's supposed to be the fastest thing alive. Well, yeah,
Nope.
The basic story is this takes place in some place. I don't know the name of the land.
I forget what this island is, but this planet is supposed to be Mobius.
Mobius. And I don't think that makes a return in any other Sonic game. But
No.
Sonic is a...
Well, go ahead. I'll explain later in a minute.
Well, Sonic is a hedgehog. He's blue, because, hedgehogs are blue in this place. Just roll with it. And, he's trying to stop Dr. Robotnik, with his glorious mustache, from turning every peaceful animal into mechanical badniks of death. Why? Because he's a douchebag.
That's basically the best summary. Those right there are shields that let you take 1 extra damage without losing your rings.
Yep. And then we're introduced to Marble Garden Zone, the second theme, Marble Zone. Easily confused with Marble Garden Zone, which you see later in the series.
Yes.
And this is typically what turned a lot of people off, if I recall correctly.
This is the game, this definitely thing that throws everyone, or not, what throws everyone off, and also turns everyone off.
Yeah.
I mean,
go
ahead.
Well, go on.
You go from the fast pace of Green Hill Zone, you can abuse the breath processing or whatever, blah 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 bullshit. So where you end up having to really take your time to platform here.
And you can also see Emmanuel fail and not get a Chaos Emerald.
What you'll see...
Look at Sonic, look at disappointment.
Where's my ring? I want it.
What's gonna happen is that I actually, in this point, I was like, okay, I just went through this with only collecting 1 Chaos Emerald, so I'm gonna have to pay the price and do all the Chaos Emeralds in later stages, and trust me, that gets painfully annoying. If anything, getting the rings to get to the special stage is harder than the special stages themselves.
Yep. And in case it's an obvious, Manuel or Kbass is the one playing right now. And look, it's Casper.
What, look at him!
What is
so
that supposed to be?
A seal.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Well, why there's a seal in a lava area, it's even more confusing.
Because... Ouch. That's why.
Yeah, I do like this. I do enjoy his music theme, though. It really is awesome, even though it's repetitive. And the theme of the level itself, the colors are really bright. I like it. I can dig it. Even though it's definitely a change of pace, I still enjoy it.
Well, the original idea that it seemed to have had was that they would have had if you go to in the title screen, if you actually put in a code up, down, left, right, and then hold start and A on Genesis, anyways, then they'll let you actually go to the level select. The level select shows that it's Green Hill. Then it would have been Labyrinth Zone,
which is the stage we're going to get to in a little bit.
Yeah,
but that may have turned people off more than including this stage.
That would have been from slow to a slow and
water.
Difficulty spike.
And water. Let's not forget about water.
That's one of the main things we'll get into when we actually encounter water.
I love how after all the years, Sonic's been through all this time.
He hasn't invested in learning how to swim.
Yeah.
One would think after all that he would have learned how to swim.
Well, Yuji Naka, the creator, actually didn't think that hedgehogs could swim, which was his reasoning behind why he did what he did in this game.
Yeah.
And here we have caterpillars, which you've been encountering. Those guys can get really annoying. You have to hit them with the very specific hitbox. You can't just jump into them. So if you're kind of foolhardy, this game's going to punish you by making you lose your rings, as you've seen Manuel do quite a few times.
Yep. Them caterpillars.
And look at that, we got lovely Crayolas in the background. Where's the crayon top? How am I supposed to color something like that?
Hurry up. Oh, never mind.
And another staple, each zone has 3 acts in this game, or 3 stages, with the last stage consisting of a boss fight, which is actually something that's unique to this game, that later games actually take out.
Yeah,
so
the 3-act theme returns for a few other games, but it's not always used as such. It's always going to be, after this, it's going to be a staple to have 2 acts per zone.
And, actually now that we mention it, does that mean that this game is longer than the other games, or how do they vary in lengths with the stages and whatnot?
I'm sure there's probably more, more diverse levels and everything. Like, I picture Sonic 2. That had about, let's go to the Google and check that out. But this game had about 6 or 7 stages altogether. There's, I wouldn't say actually 6 stages altogether, and then there's the final zone. And so, I mean, with that being 3 acts each and everything, altogether that's going to be 18 levels, plus the final zone. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 had, let's see here, 2 levels.
And now you screwed yourself.
Yep, that's one thing that's going to happen there. When it comes to, I might end up dying here too.
Wow.
Grab a ring, lose a ring. Grab a ring, lose a ring.
Damn rings.
One of the best tips of advice that anyone picks up on naturally. But if you have a ring and you get hit, your ring will always fly to the left. So I find typically it's always harder to keep track of a lot of rings. So if you're going to get into like a difficult section, I always recommend keeping 1 to 2 rings. That way you always have one ring you can get access to pretty easily whenever you get hit. Really, really helpful if you get to more difficult parts. Wow.
You're just jumping to the right. I mean to the left.
Because I'm stubborn that way. And right here, yep. Jump cut.
Poor Sonic. Floating.
Oh yeah. Now at this point I have to be actually extra careful now, because I'm... Oh no, wait, no. 0 counts as a life, I'm sorry. So I have 2 lives left.
Yep, limited continues.
Yep. Well, in this game, the game gives you 1 continue. And there's the secret right there. See, I say secret, but it should be, I guess, if you're patient, which this level wants you to be, then then you'll find that. And right there if I kept going to the right there, there's actually a shortcut there.
Well, if there's a shortcut there, why didn't you show it off?
I didn't. I forgot about it until I actually finished the game.
Oh.
I played through it again. And I realized that, oh yeah, there's that shortcut here.
This is the worst Sonic 1 playthrough ever.
Ruined forever.
Yeah. But that's actually one of the unique things about this franchise, or what these classic games included. They took it out in some of the newer games as it became a little more linear, and as he made his way to 3D, which I suppose he's still trying to get on his feet, even after all these years.
At this point, now he's finally come back to me. He's finally gotten. I think he's gotten past
his slump. His 10-year slump.
The Dark Ages.
The Dark Ages.
Those are some dark ages.
Some very dark ages. But nonetheless, these old games rewarded you for exploring. Before the dawn of internet, playing 3 stages, exploring all levels, it rewarded you. Gave you shortcuts, gave you ring boxes. It's certainly something pretty cool. But the general mindset you want to have when you're exploring these stages, typically, it rewards you the higher you stay in the levels. Typically, the higher levels, the more rings you'll get, the more goodies you'll get. And the lower paths you take will typically be a little more difficult than the higher paths.
Oh yeah. Stay up top, then you're gonna have an easy time. But it's gonna be harder to stay up there than compared to going down a harder path.
Yep.
Right there. If you took the shortcut, right there is where you would have ended up. Which cuts a pretty good amount of the level itself.
You keep getting hit.
Well, to be fair, those spikes did come out of nowhere. But then again, to be fair, you probably already knew that, considering how many times you probably played this game.
So yeah, there you have another. One of the problems when you combine this much speed with platforming, typically Sonic games they suffer from placing enemies off screen. So if you're speeding through, you're going to get hit and lose your rings. Kind of unavoidable, but it's plagued the series since the beginning.
Yep.
But here you got
you'll see completely how impatient I am with everything. Just from that boss alone there. I just needed to wait 1 second and I would have been able to hit him with no problems at all whatsoever. Nope. I'm gonna try and attack him still.
Well, that's the end of Act 3 and the end of Part 1. See you next time, guys.